Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth. Amen, amen, amen. I'm Michael the Archangel. I'm in Proverbs 27 and 4. Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? This envy is the key word here. A lot of people talk about envy because envy is basically jealousy also. I never really pay much mind to jealousy and envy. You listen to music, if you listen to a lot of rap music, hip hop, whatever, you hear a lot about jealousy and envy. But I never really looked at the word envy. I never considered anybody jealous of me because me, myself, I'm not jealous of people. So I never really, but the scriptures itself, it points out to a lot about envy and jealousy. So I really started paying attention to it now. Proverbs 27 and 4, wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? So wrath here, what wrath means is someone bringing punishment on you as a result of something you did to them. And anger is outrageous. Anger is outrageous because anger will cause you to do something that maybe 5 minutes later you'll think back and say, okay, I really shouldn't have did that. It's outrageous. Again, Proverbs 27:4, wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? But the thing about envy is the verse is telling you who is able to stand before envy. In other words, who is able to stand before envy, like standing before somebody, in front of somebody, who is able to stand around those that envy you. Now, the reason it says who is able to stand before envy, the thing here is envy, that will last for years. Anger is for a moment, wrath is cruel, but envy, in other words, jealousy, that if somebody envies and jealousy of you, that'll last for 30 years. They'll be jealous of you for like 30 years. It doesn't go away for the most part, technically. And in that 30 years, they'll be doing a whole bunch of things to you in spite of you just because of jealousy and envy. That's why this envy is worse than just anger and wrath. Because anger is for a moment. Wrath is, yes, it's a one punishment. You could duck it or defend it, but who is able to stand before envy? Because you could be around somebody for years and the ills they've done towards you, it's multiple ills, but it's all stemming from envy. That's why envy it's worse than just wrath and somebody's anger. Again, Proverbs 27:4, wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth. Amen, amen, amen.